Oh, it's getting dark already. My lights are all a bit uneven now. Hold on. There we go. Hi, welcome back if you were here this morning. It's almost New Year's here. I mean, it's New Year's Eve, but it's the afternoon of New Year's Eve. And I've done all the December kit videos. I've got the January kit sitting here, and I'm going to walk through it and give you tips on how you can create a similar kit from your own stash, what kind of items you'd be looking for to build something similar, because then you can play along. So if you're new to all of this, hi, my name's Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook or look at product on the internet, it's considered advertising, and I need to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you for watching my hashtag advertising, and if you ever have any questions, let me know. But in the box below, you're going to find some useful links, and you're going to find a whole big write-up of what Best of Both Worlds is. So when I call this the Best of Both Worlds kit, it doesn't mean that it's a kit you subscribe to and you're locked in and you get the same identical thing in a box as everybody else. It's an idea of a kit with more flexibility than that. So I assemble a kit of what I'm going to use for the videos that I do twice a week. They're on Monday afternoons and Friday mornings, UK time. And those are all live, and they're right here on my YouTube channel. So I use the same kit of supplies for the whole month, and then the next month I move to a new one. And I share the shopping list a month in advance so that you've got a rolling month to kind of get your kit together, whether you're going to shop from the links, whether you're going to shop from a local store, because if you've got one, please support them, that's awesome. Or if you want to shop from your stash, which I can help you do today. But then you can use a similar kit to follow along with me all month and make any pages inspired by that stuff, or you can go your own way with the same supplies, knowing that they will work because they've been assembled to work and I'm going to use them here. Yeah. And then you remain completely in control of the budget of what you already have, so you don't ever have to buy any duplicates, or what you would use. You don't ever have to pay for something that is not your style and you're not going to use it. You can leave those things out. Or if you see something you really like and you want another one of those, you can add more of that particular paper or sticker or whatever you like. Yeah, so you have all the control. I just give you a list of what I'm going to use, and if you want to follow the affiliate links to buy it, then awesome. So the links to this kit are down below. This is called the January 2022 Best of Both Worlds kit. Got it? Okay, let's switch over and we'll have a look at it. And let's see who's here. I know we've got Sarah. Joe is where it's already 2022, so Happy New Year to Joe. Janice, Karen, Cheryl, Nancy, Sue, Ginny, Casey, and Matt. Hello and welcome to all of you. Right, so the January kit. I like to start with paper, so I'm going to start with paper. Okay, and I've got a specialty paper. We haven't had a specialty paper for a little while. I used to put one in every kit, and then there weren't as many that I was absolutely in love with. But this one called me back. So this is a vellum from Vicky's Fernwood collection, and it has all these pretty colorful butterflies, moths, and dragonflies. So if you hate bug papers, skip this entirely and just go for a vellum. In fact, I'm not sure if it's still there, but it was there recently. If you search for what's left under my own collections, there's a vellum with just big, shiny, foiled polka dots. And it's from way back in Go Now Go, but Scrapbook.com has kept it in stock for a while. So if you want to click through on the link, and then you can add whatever you want in the search box. If you don't want something like this, then maybe you go for a vellum polka dot. But you could just search to look at all the vellums if you wanted something different. If you've got a stash of your own and you've got something that's got a lovely foil print on a vellum, or any kind of print on a vellum, or indeed a plain vellum, and you could always stamp it or leave it plain. Yeah, so a sheet of vellum. This one is from Vicky's Fernwood collection. Sticking with Fernwood for a moment, this is a cut apart. There's a couple cut aparts this month. This one is all the 3x4s, which means it's just called the Fernwood 3x4 journaling cards. There's a Little Mermaid reference, I think, here. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for? Yeah. So I put that one in the thumbnail for the January videos. But yeah, butterfly with mushrooms that says found treasures. Little house, little bird. I know, yeah, like birds, you don't like birds on your papers. But it's a beautiful B side as well, so you can always use the other side for any of the cards that you don't like the A side, or they don't fit what you're scrapping. You could also make pieces like this. This is a few different scraps of paper with a label and maybe a sticker or a stamp. Yeah, you could collage a couple pieces of your own from little bits in your stash. This would be a nice stamping technique. So that's a blended background with, well, a wash or blended background with just a pale color like peeled paint, and then stamp in the same ink on top of it with like a background stamp. That one's a script text. And then add some spots by either getting that same ink wet and splattering it over the top, or if you're using distress inks or distress oxide inks, they'll be water reactive, so you could just put plain water over the top and get your reaction that way. Yeah, so different things there that you could try on your own, or you can get it all just ready-made. If you want to swap this out for a different cut apart that's already in your stash, of course that is fine. What I would suggest is pick all your full page designs first and then add in your cut aparts, because you'll have a better idea of seeing what's going to match and what won't. Cool? Right, so that's Fernwood 3x4s. Here's our other cut apart. This is from Maggie Holmes Market Square, and it's called Lovely Day. This one is not all the same size, which is nice. So we've got one that has all 3x4s. And then we have this, which has tiny little pieces, big 3x4 pieces, and a mix in between. We've got some tags. I found my hole punch now, so, you know, I'm just a woman on the loose with a hole punch. Yeah. And what else we got? Yeah, some label pieces. Yeah. Right. Karen says the sound is problematic. Is it too loud? I can try dialing it down a little bit. See if that helps. Okay. So that's Market Square Lovely Day. Oh, look at that B-side. It's peach. Ha 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 ha. Right. I will never stop my campaign for peach. Sticking with Market Square, this is Memoir, which is all triangles of different patterns and solids. And I think there's something to be done by cutting some of those triangles apart and putting them back together. Which means, why does it need to be printed as triangles in the first place? I could always cut triangles from things in my scrap basket, Shimelle. Yes, you could. And I do definitely believe that there'll be at least one layout in the month where you could make a page by cutting triangles from random papers in your collection. Yeah, just bits, offcuts, and scraps, and all sorts of things like that. So if you wanted to do that, you certainly could. But here, they're all on one. You could do the same sort of idea, like that they're all different, but coordinating by using a 6x6 paper pad or something like that. Yeah. Black and white, small, repeating hearts. Very, very useful. I will certainly use some of this. I've had a very similar pattern in one of my collections that would be in Little by Little. Was Little by Little the one that had black and whites? Yeah. And of course, there are lots of black and whites in other collections too. Crate Paper has quite a few black and white heart collection, or black and white heart designs in their collections. So you might have something like this in your stash already. You can have a look. Yeah. Okay. This one's called Coin Purse, and I do really like the coloring. This color combination here with the kind of plum and sage and peach and pink and navy. But I'm not sure what I would use this paper for. I have to be honest. I'm not sure what I would use the A side for. I do, however, love this. It's like an asterisk, but that almost reminds me of a Union flag as well. I don't know. But I like this a lot. I like this purple. And we're going to come back. I don't know if you can tell. I've got all my purple inks up here, and we're going to do some investigating of the different purples that I have. Yeah, in a moment. Okay. Right. Vicky's Fernwood full circle. So again, something that you could spend a lot of time making something like this on your own if that's your jam, because you could use a circle template of some sort, either that you cut, punch, die cut, electric cut, have in plastic, whatever, to draw all the different circles. And underneath first you'd need to get scraps. So you could do this with a circle punch, would be the fastest, I think. So you could punch loads of half circles with a circle punch and collage a whole background of them, and then take that same punch it from a bit of scrap paper, and take a fine point pen and draw the circle over your collaged pieces, and then add a little bit of texture as well. And you could make that, but it's already done here, so that's why I have this. So you could make it. If you've got a collaged kind of piece of paper that you want to give a try instead of this one, you could do that. Or if the collage element is too much for your zone and you prefer white and crispy, find something that is like a grid based or a giant dot based. It wouldn't need to be grungy or this many colors or this many textures or any of that. It could be nice, clear grid. Yeah? Okay. B-side, tone on tone, pink polka dot. Yay. Nice and easy. I love it. If you don't have this one and you want to substitute something else, just get a polka dot in a color that's going to appear somewhere else in the papers that you've assembled. Yeah? Some sort of nice single color, tone on tone, B-side. Boop, boop, boo. Back to Market Square. Can you tell there were two collections that had lots of options this month that weren't Christmas? They were Fernwood and Market Square. So we've got a sky filled with balloons. If you don't have this sky filled with balloons, you might have another sky filled with balloons. I had one in Starshine. Or you might have another sky pattern. I had one in almost every collection I did. And so do other people. So if you've got a sky print with or without balloons, put that in. Yeah? Get some clouds. You can never go wrong with clouds. Now, the other side here is interesting. It's a pink on kind of browny tan background, which feels very 15, 18 years ago to me. That not in a bad way, but just like this color combination was really big in fashion, in home decor, and I haven't seen it a lot since then. So this was a little bit of a throwback. Not a properly vintage throwback, but a long enough ago time that I don't think I've kept any outfits in this color combination in my wardrobe. She says, wearing this color, but not with the brown. So there we go. So I'm not sure if I will use this side. We'll see what goes with what photos I've got. Nothing's coming to mind that just sings these colors, but I am willing to be corrected on that. So if you wanted to swap out a polka dot in colors that you know you'll use, that would certainly work. But I'm here for the clouds. Okay. Cameras. It's been way too long since I've had a camera print, so we've got a camera print. The trick to a camera print that will be really easy to use is one that you can cut out into individual pieces. And I liked this one for two reasons. One, all the cameras themselves are easy to cut out. They are basically rectangles with little additions. Simple little additions. Plus, you could cut each individual box very easily because those are also rectangles. They're not even rectangles with additions. They're just plain old rectangles. So this is easy to cut in both ways. Yeah. Cool. B-side, I'm not going to use. I can't think of any reason I would use this. But if you want to do a bunch of kitchen-y things, it will go with the stickers that are in here this month. So this paper is not, even though I can't see myself using it, it's not completely out of left field. Because we've got some home theme stickers coming up that have a lot of kitchen section. And this is all vegetables and fruits on a chalkboard. Cool? Okay. Elena says her wedding colors were chocolate and strawberry, and it was 12 years ago. Yay! Right. Full Bloom, Market Square. And here's that same sort of color scheme, but I like it a lot better once it had all the shades of pink and the addition of the green. I like it a lot better here. But I do think I will end up cutting out some of these flowers, so the brown may disappear again. I don't know. But I really like the pink floral. And I really like this pink B-side. Yeah? Nice. So if you want to swap this out, you need a floral and you need a single color, tone-on-tone, repeating pattern B-side. Yeah. You could even swap that for a solid if solids are your jam. Yeah, a floral that you can cut out a solid color or a single color. There we go. And two more? Yeah, two more. This goes with the sticker. It's the same collection. And it's all sorts of little home-themed signs. But the reason I put it in here is so we have a wood grain. So that's a wood grain from Simple Stories Hearth and Home called Welcome Home. And then we needed a yellow to brighten this all up. So I've gone to my beloved Doodlebug Petite Prince. And this is lemon in the gingham and linen pattern. But you could swap it for any yellow that you like. Okay. All right. So, well, I don't deny that the black and white vegetables, fruits and vegetables is fun. It is. I just can't imagine with the types of stories that I tell, there's not something that I imagine putting there, but I could be wrong. But yeah, Janice was saying she likes that paper. Yeah. All right, then embellishments. So the sticker book is this one. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's the Hearth and Home collection that we just looked at. And it's a sticker book from Simple Stories. Let's have a look here. So we've got wood grains, we've got yellows, hence why I needed to add in a yellow to make sure we had a yellow base somewhere in the kit. We've got a kind of rust color here that might work with the pink floral with the brown background. Black and cream tile alphabet, always useful. Labels that are also always useful. I can't talk. I've done too many videos today. Little phrases that are things about home, cooking, relaxing, staying home, family, happy place, that sort of thing. Yeah. Then this one includes menus, laundry, wash your hands. Yeah. If we're not supposed to have midnight snacks, then why is there a light in the fridge? That's what that one says. Black and white label type stickers. And then some large title type stickers. And some florals. And an alpha in a kind of burnt orange. And some smaller pieces here. And some circles. So you get a lot in there, but they are the thinner kind of sticker. Because you're getting so many. So 12 sheets, 652 stickers in that one. And we have a stencil this month, Spring Floral from scrapbook.com, which has vines and leaves and butterflies. And the most lovely set of enamel dots I've seen in a long time. These are just delightful. So you get an idea of the shine on those. They're so nice. Okay, so those are the Market Square enamel dots. And they have a real pearlescent finish to them. Not a glitter, a pearlescent. And then, last couple things. Doodlebug mini paper doilies in what they call coral. Peach? Coral? Which is it? And here's the thing I didn't realize. For some reason, when I put them in the kit, I was thinking they were like 12 or 15. They're 75. So I'm not going to use them all, okay? You're going to have them forever. But they are super cute, and I'm here for bringing doilies back. But they look more saturated in the pack of 75 than when you pull out one. So this looks coral to me, yes? But this looks peach. So I'm just saying, in case that is going to shock you in any way. Hi, Kathy. And Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Right. So then the last thing is that I said add something to your kit that would qualify as a light purple ink. And I added a few different options. Now, one of them I don't own, which is milled lavender. I have 5 purples. And what I'm going to do right now is we're going to ink all of the purples that I have so that you can see them in a comparison and see what you think. So I've just got smooth white cardstock and I've got my stencil. Sophia has just popped in and says, did I miss most of it? Yes. So I've just gone through everything. We're going to test out some ink now, but you'll want to go back and watch from the beginning if you want to see the things in the kit. If you're just joining in now, then I'm afraid, yeah, you've missed you've missed stuff. Okay. So I have, let's get this so that you can see everything you need to see in the shot. So I have shaded lilac. I have dusty concord. I have seedless preserves. I have wilted violet. And after outwitting the villains, I have villainous potion, aka Haunted Mansion purple. Villainous potion, for some reason, the lid was fused to the base. And I have never had that happen before, and I don't know how it even worked out, because obviously it had to be open at some point for them to put the inside in. But it was fused, but I managed to open it up. Okay, I'm going to pull up my very light colored sleeves, because I'm just asking for trouble. So this is the stencil for this month. And I'm going to put all 5 shades through so that you can see what they look like. But the one that I don't have that you might really like with this kit is milled lavender. By midway through the kit, I may have milled lavender. I'm going to see. This exercise is for me as well as you. Okay, so this one is shaded lilac. This one airs toward the periwinkle side. Periwinkle is the Pantone color of the year. So, might be something that you see in lots of collections this year. Sometimes the scrapbook industry really takes the Pantone color of the year to heart, and sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see. So that is shaded lilac. And then we have dusty concord. Very different, yes? Very different. Much warmer, much more pink. And then we have seedless preserves, which is even pinker still. See? Hello, Kirsty. Yes, it's a second live. I'm not doing a page now. I'm going through the kit. And we're going to remove this spammer. There we go. So right now, looking at the 5 different purples that I own, but I would say there are 7 in total because there's 2 that I don't own. So I don't have Victorian Velvet because I have it in a normal distress ink and I never reach for it. So I've never bought it as an oxide. It's the palest. This is Wilted Violet, which is more like a school color, team color purple to me. This is like my high school cheerleading uniform purple. Yeah, and lastly, Villainous Potion. Stay, just stay there, please. Thank you. Which is darker, but same color family as Wilted Violet, I would say. I think it's going to look nice with Dusty Concord in a fade too. It's a bit more, somehow it's more muted, it's more matte than I kind of expected. I've only just opened it today, just now. So yeah, this is the first time I'm inking it, and I don't know, I kind of expected it to be a little bolder somehow. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it will feel bolder once I take this stencil off. So here are my 5 purples. Da -da 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 -da. J9 also never reaches for Victorian velvet. Yeah, it's just not one of my faves. Okay, so there's the different colors. And then what I wanted to do was show you against the papers in this month's kit, in the January kit. So let's just lid those all up. So if I had to make like a 3-color all purple fade, I would probably do Milled Lavender, Dusty Concord, Villainous Potion would probably work really well. And yeah, so Milled Lavender may need a home here. But let's find that purple B-side that I like a lot, which is here. Yeah, and see that goes Dusty Concord, yes. Can even go with Seedless Preserves. You could put it with Villainous Potion because of the contrast, but I wouldn't put it with Wilted Violet or Shaded Lilac in this instance. But it might be fine with Milled Lavender, which was my thought. So you've got options there, yeah? Because there's definitely colors that will work just fine with it and will feel like a good match. But there's the 5 purples that I have all next to each other. Right. The other thing I wanted to show. Sarah says all the purples, and Sophia says her verdict on which to choose is just yes. Haha. And Janice likes my bracelet. Thank you. It's Tinkerbell. Right, so the other thing I wondered was, where are we in matching the peaches in this collection? Because we've got a peach in Vicky's collection, we've got a peach in Maggie's collection, and then we've got peach or coral doilies. So let's put purples aside. And let's look at this peach element, because there's this color in the background here. There's this one, which is even, this is more yellow. This is more peach. And there's this. So, dun, dun, dun. Now, the thing that everybody comes up to is dried marigold. And this includes Tim. When I said peach, he said dried marigold. Yes, but no, but yes, but no, but. Here's abandoned coral. And so the next in line would be Spice Marmalade, which I would say is definitely an orange. Okay, so let's take one of these. So it's these 3 different peaches that we're looking at. That one that's more yellowy, this one that's truer peach, and this one that's more coral. Let's find out if the coral matches the coral. It might. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's that one. And where's my coral hiding? Here. Okay, I was getting all my pieces out ready to make my frame finally. It's exciting times, isn't it? I've only been talking about it for ages. But I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a different stencil so you don't have to wait for me to clean one. What have I got? Not Christmas. Here we go. And do the star. Or it's not Stars. That's flowers, Shimelle, flowers. Okay. All right, so up here, let's go down the bottom actually. So this is abandoned coral. And we shall see if it matches what Judabug calls coral. Let's see. Not bad actually. The ink is more saturated than the doily, but it's not far off. Okay, spice marmalade. Which one was which? That's this one. That's this one. Okay. So this is spice marmalade, which ironically to me is the color I imagine if you say marigolds. This is what I see in my head. This is going to be too bright. Now it would work in terms of, could work in terms of having a contrasting bit, but it's not going to be a match for any of the three that we're trying to match. Yeah. So that's spice marmalade. And then up at the top, dried marigold, which I think is going to match probably Vicky's really well. Oh, let's see. It still always feels more yellow-orange than peach to me. It doesn't have the pink element that you need for it to be peach to my brain. Those two are really similar. That's wild how similar they are. Okay, ready? Boop, 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 boop. Now, so this is quite good. Yeah. So coral is coral. I'll stop calling these peach. They're coral. Fair enough. But that's definitely darker. That's definitely yellower. So no. Nothing matches the peach. None of those colors are peach. Just verifying. Anna says try tattered rose. Okay, so see this is, I would call that background there. That's tattered rose. But I will try it. This one works okay with dried marigold. Dried marigold's a bit more like orangey. Would any of the yellows look better with that one? I'm destroying my drawer now. Let's have a look at something like wild honey, but I think it's going to be too intense. And tattered rose. Okay. I'm running out of boopers. Tattered rose, have I got one for that? Yeah, somewhere. I think that's wild honey. Or is that wild honey? That's wild honey. Okay, and that looks like, no, that looks yellow. There, okay. I got them. Oh, my hands are messed now. This one. Okay, so wild honey. Yeah, it's too yellow. So, yeah, better off with the dried marigold. And then Last up is Tattered Rose. Do we think this will look like the peach in Maggie's collection? So I think it's a mix. It's between this and that. So maybe we have to do a fade that blends Tattered Rose with dried marigold, and we get there. Because that, yeah, so this on its own, Tattered Rose is that. It's that pink, which is going to be that pink there too. Yeah, it's almost exact. Okay, so Tattered Rose would work well with this. Abandoned Coral will work well with certain elements. Dried Marigold, I think, is probably better than Spice Marmalade, but if you had either, you're just going to get more contrast because this is more saturated, but they're really similar. Yeah. Okay, any questions about this kit? Would the oxidized version of Tattered Marigold work better? Meaning if you activate it with water so it's paler and chalkier. Well, let's find out. The other thing I can do is I can keep this out because some of them oxidize just from the air and they will change as this sits here. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a bit and let's see what happens here. Make sure I've got enough there. Okay. So that was a suggestion from Sophia. Lisa says, Tim just needs to give us a peach. Well, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. But yeah, it's somewhere, it's in between these two. It's in between these two. So maybe here's the other answer. Do I just dedicate a booper to this? I think I do. It's peach. Why not? Here's what we're going to do. So how do we make a combination of those two? Well, if you had re-inkers and a blank empty ink pad, you can do that, which is what May did. May made her own. And we're going to do this. There's my pinky half. There's my orange half. Here's my booper. Let's see what we get. You ready? You ready? Oh! It's totally it. I need just a bit more pink because the orange is more saturated than the pink. Let's bring in a bit more pink. But yeah, this is where we're going. Here, Tim, just give me this color. Where's that paper? See? That's what I want, right there. So I think that's what I have to do, just to make a point of it at some point in the month, because you know I want peach ink. So that's what I'm going to do. So that is Tattered Rose plus Dried Marigold. It makes a real peach. All right. Any other questions I can answer about this kit? And I will start working with this kit Monday, the 3rd of January, 1:30 p.m. UK time. And at that point, the February kit will also go up, which has a very different feel, by the way. Yeah, it leans more toward white and crispy, less toward the distressed. Yeah. Okay. Any questions before we go? If you watch this on the replay and you find and you have a question, just leave it in the comments and I will try to get back to you. Yeah. I hope that was helpful in you gathering the stuff that you like and want to use this month. Yeah. Do you want me to do a flip through of the December pages while we're here, or are you happy to see that in the other video? I'll stick it on Instagram shortly too. Yes, Janice, there's new stuff coming, including colors. Yeah. Yep. I'm not... Yeah. Hi, Sebastian. Okay. Just waiting in case there's a little lag, so sorry while I vamp here for a second and Let's see if anybody did have a question or a request, and then we'll go. Right, if you've enjoyed this sort of video and you're ready to work with the January kit, I really appreciate the thumbs up on the video. That would be great. And otherwise, I will see you again on Monday for the live. Fabulous. Thank you so much. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye. Well, hold on. That was funny. It looked like nobody had a request for the pages, and then as soon as I flipped over to the closing screen, loads of comments came through asking for the flip through. So let's have a quick little flip through. What I did with the December kit. I want to get all this inkiness so that I'm not going to hit any of it. Okay, I'm going to flip up. So this was the December kit, which I believe is 8 pages. And here we go. Dun, dun, dun. 2 4x6 photos. 1 4x6 journaling is going to go here. I will do all the journaling on them before I put it on Instagram at the weekend. All the tags. That one has journaling. Journaling on this one's going to go there. 2 3.5 by 5s. What was the last one? That's 1 3.5 by 5. 2 3.5 by 5s. 1 4x6. Journaling is going to go there. The one that WB helped with. This was all his design and his journaling and his title work. 1 4x6. 2 3x4s. 2 3x4s, journaling is going to go along here. And then this was from today's live, which has journaling already done. 1 4x6, journaling on vellum. Big wreath paper, ink, a lot of enamel dots. There we go. So all of those are available on my channel under the December 2021 Best of Both Worlds playlist. You can find them all in one place, gathered together. Yeah? Any questions? I think we're good now. Let's remove another spammer. Okay. Thank you for all the love on those pages, and it looks like we're all good now. So I will go ahead and go to the end screen. So I'll be live again Monday, 1:30 p.m. UK time. Have a wonderful, happy New Year, safe, healthy, all of these things. And I will see you very soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.